Aquí estamos en el bus de Faber-Castell. Sí nos va a mostrar las novedades que hay de este año y unas cositas súper lindas que me parecen que van a poder funcionar excelente, por lo menos en mis tarjetas. Please show us the new things in Faber-Castell.
Absolutely. So right now we have our mixed media transfers. We have 4 different designs, and our mixed media transfers are really great because yes, they're a rub-on, but you can also layer with them. So you can layer our gelatos as a watercolor and use our Pit Artist pens, which are waterproof when they're dry. So you can do lots of layering, you can do beautiful designs, backgrounds.
Aquí hay textura, que esto queda como un embossing sin que sea embossing, es fabuloso.
And the products of the black lines will not lift no matter how much water you put on them. And you can color in and color over.
Wow, I love it. And the new gelatos.
Yes, we have new gelatos. These are our translucent gelatos. We have 12 colors, and you also get some extra accessories with the set. And you can do beautiful layering. So it's a quick dry formula, but it's also very sheer. So you can continue to add and build layers. And it's got this great, almost like a watercolor effect when you use it.
Can I try some?
Yeah, absolutely.
Vamos a que nos muestren cómo se usan. Acá estamos con Mo, que nos va a hacer una demostración de los nuevos gelatos y de los transfers. Ella es una diseñadora de Faber-Castell y bueno, Mo, let's show us the products.
Okay, so these are our newest gelatos. It's a little different from our original formula because the original formula, it would blend seamlessly with each other, like here, and make a new color. I can't find it right now.
Don't worry.
But yeah, so they would blend into each other and make a new color.
Yeah.
The new gelatos are a little different. So they could do all of that. Like I can show you here. You can blend it together, blend it dry, blend it wet, mix it with mediums, and make it into a mixed media piece. But you can also do beautiful watercolor projects like this one, which is what I'm going to show you here as well. Use a palette and just apply the gelato like that and lift up your color like this, or you could go straight from the tube. It doesn't hurt the pigment stick, and just put your first layer down. I'm going to do very simple geometrics today, and as you can see, the color is so soft.
Yes, gorgeous.
And I'm going to take another one the same way and do it near the first one. And these can be random shapes that are easy to do.
We can wait until are dry to overlap.
It helps if it maintains a clean line if you let it dry. But even if it blends in, you can still see both colors. So it's like stacking sea glasses together. So I am going to take my heat tool out and dry it real quick. That should be dry enough. And take another color.
Acá viene la magia de los nuevos gelatos.
And now I'm going to go right on top of those. And you can see that it doesn't reactivate the color beneath. And you can do this all day. You can build up layer after layer after layer.
Perfect. So romantic.
It is.
Yes.
The color palette is very beautiful.
Yes. And esto es lo que me tiene más emocionada. Esto es lo que quiero probar yo.
Yes, these are the mixed media rub-ons. If you have ever used the old scrapbooking rub-ons that used to be, they used to have an overall film over them, so you couldn't add color or anything to it. These are very different because these are perfect when you feel like you have to add something to your project, but you don't know exactly what, and you are afraid to draw, and you are afraid to stamp because once it's stamped, it's stamped. But you can move it around on your page and see where it looks best. When you are ready and you know where it should go, you can peel off the backing. And I'm working with watercolor paper. Usually rub-ons do not respond very well to textured surfaces. And each of these packets, there are 4 designs, and each of these packets come with 2 sheets of the same design and a popsicle stick, which is what I'm going to use to transfer.
Plan B.
Yeah, just take your time because I'm rushing. It may look like it's not doing it right, but you can see how the black turns a little lighter when the image is transferred.
Sí.
And when you are done, what I do is I lift a little corner to make sure that the transfer really went on, and if it didn't, I'm just going to go back and brush it a little more in those areas. So now it's just an outline drawing. You could take your gelatos and you can color directly. This is not something you can do with a regular rub-on because it would resist that film on top, that would resist that. So I'm using it directly on this, and then you will see I'm going to add water, and that is not going to smear or lift up the lines. And not only gelatos, you can use watercolor pencils. Like you want detail in certain areas, you can do that.
Excellent.
As well as the pit pens. You can take a pit pen, and the pen works better when the surface is dry.
Yes.
And I'll dry it. You don't need to heat set it, but I want to show you that even if you dry it, it's not going to melt or be hard in any way.
Seguimos en el booth de Faber-Castell y ahora estoy con Billy, que nos va a demostrar cuáles son las nuevas novedades que va a sacar respecto a caligrafía en la primavera de Estados Unidos, que sería como nuestro otoño. Hi, Billy.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, muy bien. Estamos muy bien disfrutando de toda Creativation. We are enjoying everything in Creativation.
How could you not?
Show us
I'm
the...
enjoying everything too.
Perfect.
And welcome to Faber-Castell. It's nice to have you. Can I tell you about the new product that we're going to launch in spring? So we have this fabulous new modern calligraphy kit. What's so fabulous about it is that you get 4 tubes of watercolor. You get a water pen, and then you also get 3 pit pens and 3 different nibs. So you have your brush, your soft brush, and then your 1.5 bullet. It also comes with a pencil. You might want to rule out your envelopes.
Oh,
I know, a lot. Mucho, mucho. A ruler and then a French curve so you can make those fun banners without having fear of messing up. It also gives you a practice pad so you can practice your letter forms. It also gives you a booklet so that you can go over all your letters, project ideas, and how to use this. And because everyone is online right now, it also comes with online instructional video, about 120 minutes, broken up into segments so that you don't have to watch the whole 120 minutes at once. It's like eating a cake, slice at a time over a week. So one of the things that I like to do with calligraphy and with the set is I like to introduce gelatos to it. And with gelatos we have several different types of sets. The 2 that I'm working with today is iridescence and brights. What I like about iridescence is that there's a gram of unicorn dust in every tube. Just kidding, there's no unicorns that were harmed in making this product. But it has the shimmer of a unicorn, which is spectacular. So one of the things that I like to do with the gelatos, especially the iridescence because they are so beautiful and sparkly, is I like to roll up the tube. It's kind of like lipstick, but don't use it as lipstick. And it's hard to resist. I take a palette knife and then I just put cuts into it. And then slice it off. And then I add a little bit of water. And then I emulsify. ¿Cómo se dice emulsify? Or mix? Lo mezclas. One of these days I'll learn Spanish and I'll be able to speak beautifully.
you speak beautifully.
Más o menos.
Right now.
Then I take an eyedropper and I just transport the emulsion into a spray bottle.
Perfect.
Yep. Mix it, and then I shoot it as a background. So you have your background, it kind of looks like a spray paint. And then I take a stencil and then maybe mask out part of the stencil. Put it over. Using some darker tones, I do the same thing over again, and then shoot it with the darker tone. After everything dries completely, I come back in with my Pitt pen and then write my message, or I drop a shadow, or I outline. And then perfecto, merci. Or muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias, Billy, por esta demostración y bueno, espero que después comentes en inglés o en castellano algo en este video que va a estar en el canal de YouTube de Micaela Ferrero en Español.
Perfect. May I do your name before you leave?
Yes, of course. Thank you, Billy.
Oh, no, thank you. Let's see. We'll go for tone on tone, monochromatic. Well, and then we can take So what I love about Faber-Castell is their wide range of products, and they're all extremely good quality. They've been around for over 250 years, and they take you from before you enter school and long past. So they have a great breadth of wonderful writing instruments, color pencils, markers, including fine pens. Bonito.
Perfect.
The precise outline.
Oh, you're too sweet.
Divino. Ya tengo mi lettering listo. Muchísimas gracias, Billy, por
No, de
participar.
qué,
Y
un
gracias
placer.
por mostrarnos todos los productos